Have you had your shuffle today? If not, I hope you have stomach for some shuffle. It's gonna be weird, it's gonna be funny, and I don't know where it's gonna lead us. Let's go see, shall we? July 12th, Monday. The exam results had come in. While there was a big difference in detail, it was only natural for the classroom to be bustling. I'm doing this right now. Oh. Right, my glasses are right here. I forgot I was doing an update, and I had my glasses on. I took it off because I was cleaning. Oh, that's so much better. Well, while there was a big difference in the details, it was only natural for the classroom to be bustling. After results of the event from the previous period, you could hear bittersweet voices throughout the class. And once again, I repeatedly looked over the paper in my hand and chuckled at the great enterprise I'd engaged in.
Lee, 試験の時の約束、覚えてるだろうね。
Oh, love. Not knowing the word defeat was his downfall. Still not realizing the mistake he made. Sad little lamb approached my desk. Yeah, of course. Are you sure, though? I'm not myself today.
リンとは思えない自信だね。言っとくけど、俺様の調子は別に悪くなかったよ。
A hero who won't give up no matter the odds, who'll face everything head on, will sometimes find a miracle.
なるほどね。奇跡が起きたんだ。
Say that. Itsuki's eyes narrowed. Seemed somewhere in my words he sensed my real courage. Listen! With a smack, two papers filled with fighting spirit cut through the air and were lined up on the desk to separate the winner from the loser. Suck it! Suck it dry. I told you, didn't I? Miracles come to those who don't give up. Looks like I win. I patted Itsuki's slumped shoulders and relished in my first victory in a year and a half of school. Though I'd always thought his way of treating exams as a competition was weird. Oh, come on, don't look so down. You put up a good fight. It's just that my luck was better than yours this time. As I spoke, I stood up. With the joy of victory in my heart, I headed to the school shop to buy a drink. Yes, I would do the same thing too. A full heart brings peace of mind. After all, I felt like buying milk and coffee separately and mixing my own rich milky coffee.
仕方ないね。俺様も全世界の不女子の恋人と言われた男だ。敗北は認めよう。
You're a good man. You're a good man. No one's ever called him that.
けれど、これくらいやり返す権利はあるよね。
Please, Itsuki, we're not doing that. Itsuki stuck his leg out suddenly and, without warning, tripped me. Whoa! At this totally unexpected attack, I was unable to support myself and fell forward. As if drawing an arc, my body swung towards the floor. I gritted my teeth in anticipation of the pain that was surely waiting for me. Ah! So that's what my character looks like. Simultaneously, I heard that weak cry and my face was enveloped by an unexpected sensation. My character looks natural. Okay.
君てめえリン貴様なんて羨ましいことを
That sounds totally female, didn't it?
リン君って意外と大胆なんだ
She was just there, I swear it. She was just there. The classroom was filled with angry roars, shrieks, and a bit of jeering. My face was enveloped by something that felt large and soft. There was a warmth I could feel through cloth and a beat like an alarm bell in my ear. No matter how you thought about it, this feeling had to be. When I slowly raised my gaze, I met a face flushed red with shame and surprise. No. Enjoy this for what's worth, man. Enjoy it for what's worth. Yeah. Taken over by the awkwardness, just as I began to say her name, Narene quickly moved her arm. Huh? With my face still buried in her chest, Narene wrapped her slender arms around me. She pulled my head tighter against her chest, and I was submerged in the softness. Oh, this is rich! Oh, this is so rich! This time, the voices from the class were of shock. The loudest one amongst them must have come from Shia and Kaede. Narene's strength shouldn't have been enough to pin a boy. If I just tore myself away, it would have been easy. But the scent of soap tickling my nose and that soft warmth robbed me of my judgment. When I raised my eyes to look at her face again, Narene looked embarrassed, but also happy as she continued to embrace me. Of course you gotta take a picture, Mayu! I heard Mayu's voice behind me. Looks like the front page of the next school paper had been decided. I wanted to at least enjoy this brief happiness to the fullest. Today was a strangely tiring day. Walking ahead of me was an enticingly compact form with long blue hair. Nene? You too, Nene. You stayed late. Usually you go straight home after school. Oh. To Mayumi. She's leading you down a bad path, Nene. If she tries to attack you, you should shout loudly, or even better, unleash some hard magical attacks. She has a very bad influence. Giving me a troubled smile, Narene repeated my words with a husky voice. But then, as though suddenly remembering something, she clasped her hands together and raised her voice. Do I? Right now? No, not really. Accompany you where? Like you have a choice in the matter. Oh, this is a food place, yes, but of course. We arrived at a cafe on Komorebi Street. Komorebi. Here?
はい、このお店のパフェが美味しいらしいんです。
Oh, of course. Oh, that's right. Itsuki orders one every time we come here.
緑葉様がですか？
Yes, him. Yeah, he's actually got quite a sweet tooth. Whenever he comes to a place like this, he always gets dessert. He's pretty picky too, so it can be a pain choosing a place when I'm with him. I know somebody like that too. That I spoke to him quite a few weeks back. Man, it was good talking to him. Old high school friend from way back. That said, I was pretty sure he picked this place because of the staff's uniforms. Do you like sweets, Nerne?
はい、一応女の子ですので。
Don't ask, Izzy. Don't ask. The smile she gave when she spoke was more excited than her usual expression. Nerne, usually the pampered, aloof princess, grinning excitedly as a parfait was placed in front of her, was quite the sight. I wouldn't have pegged you for a parfait kind of girl. They gave a wry laugh and Nerne's cheeks flushed.
そうですか。
No, you're more like a cake person.
ですが、パフェと聞くとつい心が躍ってしまうのが女の子という生き物なんですよ。
I wonder if that's really true. As she spoke, the princess of the demon realm put her spoon to the parfait and looked for all the world, just like a regular girl. Truthfully, I didn't dislike this new side of her.
私の顔を何かついていますか？
No, there's nothing on your face. Just,
ただ
I was just thinking I like this side of you, too.
その
Oh, by the way, there are 8 routes. So I'm going through this route, then I'm leaving Sia as the last one because her has a true ending. So I'm going to leave that as like the last one I go for. Moving on.
どうもありがとうございます。
But I'll probably switch between this and Clannad, so. Her shy expression was definitely cute. July 14th. Really? July 14th. Yo. At the end of the break, just as I was returning to my seat, Sia burst in with her face burning. Oh, what's up? You don't usually lose your cool.
3次元目の英語の役ってやってある？
English? No, I don't have English today. Oh, that's right. It's today for you.
昨日の夜からずっと辞書とにらめっこしてるんだけど、わからなくって。
English, her one true weakness. I don't know why there was a bit of lag there.
もう他の国の言葉なんて覚えなくたっていいじゃない。
That's right. Shia wasn't great at studying. She was especially bad at English. But you've totally mastered Japanese, right? You can handle English.
日本語はリーゴンと一緒にいるために覚えたの。
Yeah, what? What?
それ以外の言葉は翻訳魔法使ってるから、それなしだと。
You use translation magic. Exactly. Translation magic? Huh.
言葉の種類なんて関係なし。言いたいことを直接送り込むわけだから、一種のテレパシーみたいなものかな。
I am not understanding why that's happening. Huh. That must have been what she used 8 years ago. That's useful. It's useful, but you definitely can't use that in class. That doesn't count as learning how to translate the words after all.
というわけだから、英語の訳がわからないの。
I'd really love to help you, but like I said, I haven't done it yet. You should see if anyone else can help you.
頭がいいって言ったら、やっぱり緑が。
Oh boy. Don't go there. He can certainly help you, but you don't know what he'd want in return. You have to value yourself a little more than that.
そうなんだ。
What about Nene? She's smart.
他のはともかく、英語は。
I wonder if Shio was holding herself as the standard. Among gods and demons, there had to be someone who was good at the languages of human realm. Okay, well, setting aside Nene, there's Mayumi, who's also a bad choice. In which case, our last resort is
まゆみちゃん、オレンジジュースでいい。
Kaede!
かゆちゃん。はい。役が3次元目で英語なの。
I'm sure my character is just doing this big ass cheese eating grin like. Like I said, if I had a webcam and I was doing something like this, like, this is him, and he's doing this real hard. She was hopeless. That's why she's gonna be last.
あれ？レイ君お弁当は？
Lunchtime had finally come. We began our rest time by spreading out the picnic sheets. Looking at my empty hands, she had tilted her head curiously.
私もしかして、私忘れちゃいましたか？
She's second in the run, mind you. Kaede came at me in a mad rush, but I shook my head. Second pair was Jim, right? Boys did long distance running. All that does is tire you out and consume a ton of calories. It's great if you're trying to lose weight, but I'm not. In that situation, what does one do? The answer, please. Itsuki!
カロリーだけが消費され、体がエネルギーを求め出す。ただし、補給を制限する必要はないってわけだし、当然迅速な補給を必要とするわけだね。
Thank you.
つまりは、早弁ってこと。
Thank you. Exactly. When I opened my lunchbox, there wasn't even a single grain of rice left.
まあ、今日この時間まで弁当を残してる男子
What
なんて、
the hell is
うち
going
のクラ
on?
スには一人もいないだろうね。
I am going to check after this. But seriously, what the hell is going on here? I'd be surprised if any other boys. Oh, sorry. I read his line. Sorry.
購買部でパン買ってくればよかったのに。
I tried. No use. I'm usually a spoiled pig, so there was no way I'd win against those starving wolves. I realize how lucky I am, though. Thanks, Kaede.
どういたしましてです。
正面から言ったのかい？それはダメダメだね。いくらなんでも購買を知らなすぎる。
Maybe, but I didn't think. You were taking it even easier than I was. Don't deny you're a pig like me.
残念ながら、俺様はさっきの休み時間中に裏契約を使ってフライングで入手した。問題なし、ノープロブレム、もう満タン。
Durichi, why you get some for me?
一度くらいは入手の苦労を知るべきなんだよ。最初から楽したら購買に命を懸けている狼たちがかわいそうだろ。
Whatever, man.
そもそも楓ちゃんの弁当を毎日食ってるような幸せ者をこれ以上幸せにしたくない。
Oh, come on, man. I'm just asking for a goddamn sandwich. That's all I'm asking for. Just one flippin' sandwich. Tell us how you really feel.
俺様だけじゃなくバーベナ学園男子一同のだけどね。
When I looked around, all the male students on the roof were nodding along with Itsuki's words.
もしよかったら私のお弁当少し食べますか？
If it's a sandwich, I'll take it. Huh. Really? As I spoke, I remembered Narane's cooking was absolutely terrible.
作ったのは私ではないので、安心してください。
Yeah, that's the reason why Kaide's next on the list. She must have seen it on my face, and her face flushed red with embarrassment as she spoke. Narane picked up some rolled omelet in her chopsticks, and with a pleased smile, there goes me again, she put her right hand under it in case it fell and brought it to my mouth. I'm hungry, girl! A small shrill shriek echoed. When I looked up, Kaede was pointing at us, her face twitching. She must have realized what she'd done because she quickly turned red and curled into herself. Like so. Next to her, Mayumi snickered. I turned my gaze quickly away, and there was Narane's smiling face. Then, as if going for the charge again, she moved the chopsticks back towards me. Was I actually supposed to eat this? With all these people watching?
どうかしましたか？安心してください。お母様もお父様もお料理の腕は確かですから。
This face right here! This face of Itsuki, like, what the heck? Didn't seem like the right dialogue for the situation, but how about it? I was expecting when I looked around, everyone was watching us with rapt attention. When I looked closely, I realized even some random people outside our group were peering in. And there were even some glaring, crying tears of blood. What the heck? What's going on?
やはりこういう時には言わなければダメなのでしょうか。
So what? Huh?
人間界ではこういった時にはこう言わないと食べてはいけないと聞いたことがあるのですが。
What, either eat itadakimasu or gochi-sosomai deshita. Narane hesitated for a moment and seemed to gather her courage before she said, Oh yeah, that too. My embarrassment only increased. Whose idea was this? Well, there was one face that came to mind immediately. Was this your doing, you old devil king? After school, I walked alone down Komoribi Street. Lately, Shia and Mayumi have been planning little jaunts for everyone, but today I had some personal business, so I declined. Since I didn't get the shoes I wanted last month, I planned to shop around today. It's something I've done for myself, you know, take one day out of whatever schedule there is, go take care of some business. And then after I take care of that business, mainly for the house, I get myself a little something. And then come back. Whether it's food or you know, something for myself. I had to do that. So. Perhaps I had bad timing, but the shoes I found so easily before were nowhere to be seen. Let me repeat that, nowhere to be seen. Why is it so hot? I looked up at the blue sky, inclined slightly to the west, was a perfect piercing circle of light. When I opened the door, the cool air from inside felt like salvation. I walked inside and it was as if I'd stepped directly into paradise. The invention that saved the most people in the human realm has got to be air conditioning. Flooded with happiness, I looked across the floor and saw several empty seats among a fair amount of customers. In this case, I'd be able to sit for a while without being chased out. Her calm voice echoing out, the waitress appeared from the back. I'd been here many times, but I'd heard this place was quite famous for the design of the waitresses' uniforms. Though if you asked Itsuki, he'd say he preferred more attention was paid to who was wearing the uniform. This waitress, though, would be enough to make Itsuki eat his words. As she approached me, I found myself thinking that, despite myself, Kareha. Yes, non-smoking, please. Wait! Kareha-senpai?! The blonde god's body was dressed up in the waitress uniform, but no matter how you looked at her, it was definitely Kareha-senpai. Yeah, Kareha-senpai. She tilted her head slightly, giving her usual dazzling, angelic smile. Yeah, she is one of the other people you can end up with. There are 8 you can actually end up with. I'm going the Narane route, and the second would be Kaede, and then, you know, probably Mayumi be next, then Kareha, and then Primula. Yeah, you can end up with Primula too. And then there's Shia with her true ending, so yeah, that's why I said she'd be the last one to go with. What are you doing here? Working. Did you always work here? Oh yeah, you can also go with Asa too. So it's not just the 3 that you come across, it's the other 5 you can come across too. So you're saving up for that. Of course. A present. Makes sense. That was a really nice thought. But wasn't that what children usually do for their parents? Does Asa Senpai know that you got a part-time job?
はい、朝ちゃんには最初に相談しましたから。
Oh, okay.
旅行資金を貯めるからと言ったら、朝ちゃんも賛成してくださいました。朝ちゃんもお誘いしてみたのですけれど、制服が恥ずかしいからと言われまして。
Yeah. She would look great in it. That's too bad. Asa Senpai would look great in that uniform.
リンさんもやっぱりそう思います？私も同意見ですの。朝ちゃんの可愛らしい制服姿、ちょっと想像するだけでドキドキしてしまいますわね。
Because if I said otherwise, that would lead to me going to favor her. And we're not going to do that yet. Ah, crap. There she goes again. Flustered, I tried to snap her out of it, but it was too late. What in the world was happening to Asa Senpai inside of Kareya Senpai's head? She really would look great in that uniform now. I'd like to see her wear it sometime. Though it also looked almost dangerously good on Kareya Senpai too. When I looked towards the girl in front of me, her eyes still sparkling, I let out a slight laugh. Sight of the two of them together would definitely bring in more regulars. Although I don't think I'd want that. That's my pathetic selfishness as a man. The moment that thought crossed my mind,
ダメですわよ、リンさん。
Kareha Senpai looked a bit sulky. Did she read my thoughts?
朝ちゃんを抱きしめるときは、もっと強く抱きしめてあげてくださいませね。
Oh dear. Exactly how far have you gone there, or in your imagination, I mean? As I smiled stiffly, the door opened, making the bell chime. Two new customers entered.
ああ、申し訳ありません。つい話し込んでしまいました。
No, I'm sorry.
お席の方、ご案内いたしますね。
Kareya Senpai led me to a four-person table near the window and turned to walk away. Then, seemingly to suddenly remember something, she turned around.
贈り物のことは黙っていてくださいね。
Bringing her finger to her lips, she smiled. Asa Senpai sure has a good friend. I murmured this to myself, watching her long golden hair sway as she walked away. When I looked around, I realized that most of the male customers' eyes were following Kareya Senpai. Well, it was completely understandable if you ask me. I'm gonna keep coming back here. Next day.
もっと時間なのですよ。
Yeah, if you notice, I'm doing 2 to about 3 days because, you know, they're sporadic. So one may be longer and one may be shorter, so I might as well just say, you know what, make 2-3 day videos out of it. Everyone headed back to their seats at Mayumi's announcement, as if her voice was the signal to sit down. The door opened.
よーし、出席取るぞ。
She looks so pained right now. The classroom completely quieted down the moment Miss Benny entered.
ああ、ざっと見渡したところ、欠席者はいないようだな。
Is that good? Itsuki suddenly raised his hand high and stood up.
ベニ女子、 少し気分が悪いので保健室に行ってきたいのですが。
I bet you would.
そうか。次の授業は世界史だったな。あと50分ほどで終了だ。頑張れ。
This is hardcore teaching right here. Yeah, next class, world history, 50 minutes long, be fine.
いや、それがちょっと我慢できそうになくて。
分かった。終業の鐘が鳴ったらとりあえず聞いてやる。それまで座ってろ。
You're so low, Itsuki.
まあ、愛にもいろいろな形があるってことだね。
It didn't phase him at all that he didn't get his way. As if he'd been expecting it, and all along he plopped right back down in the seats.
ねえねえ、つつみくん。
Yeah. Mind you tapping my back with a mechanical pencil from her seat behind me. Stop.
なんかさ、今日のなっちゃん変じゃない？
Now that you mention it, she does seem a bit off. Usually she just ignores Itsuki's antics at first.
お？
But then again, Miss Benny is only human. Though it might not be normal for her. I'm sure she gets tired, like everyone else.
緑葉くんと毎日顔を付き合わせるわけだもんね。普通の教師なら3日もあれば辞表ものよ。
よし、そのまま授業に移るぞ。教科書を忘れたなんていうつわものは早いうちに自己申告しておけ。傷は浅い方が治りも早いぞ。
She really did seem fine to me. Miss Benny? On my way back from the bathroom, I saw Miss Benny leaning up against a window. It was very unusual. Normally, Miss Benny was the type to stay in the teacher's lounge during break time. She looks all hot and bothered. She looked lethargic, almost distressed. Miss Benny, are you not feeling well?
ああ、ツッチーか。いや、なんでもない。ちょっと疲れただけだ。
It must be the heat. It has to be the heat. In the normal world, they call that not feeling well.
何？そんな大したことでもない。少し休めばすぐ治る。
You need some water, some ice cubes, strawberry soda.
それよりも早く教室に戻っておけ。そろそろなるぞ。
She forced a smile and walked away toward the stairs. From behind, she seemed stiff. She's gotta be hard. Plus, she was the homeroom teacher for a class with Itsuki in it. That thought alone made me certain I could never do her job. Whoa! There's the bell! I rushed back to class. Miss Benny, what a pro. Even when she wasn't feeling well, her sense of timing was spot on. I put my hand into the vending machine to retrieve my carton of milk. Second period had just ended. Even now, there were a lot of people in the cafeteria. I definitely understood wanting to get as much sleep as possible and just eating at school. I owe Kaede so much for allowing me to live a life much better than that of normal humans. I was truly thankful to Kaede. In my heart, at least, it was too embarrassing to say anything in person. Oh wait, oh, that's right. Next period is in science lab. The lab was on the opposite side of the school from room 2B. It was upstairs too. Out of all the classrooms we had to visit, it was the farthest. If I left now to go back to the classroom and get my books before heading that way, I just barely make it. I drank the milk I just bought as I headed upstairs, annoyed. Huh? What? At the strange shriek, I looked up and saw a girl jumping unnaturally down from the floor above. She had a grimace on her face, and she had one red eye, one blue. At the sight of the flying girl, I was only able to watch, motionless, like I was watching a video in slow motion. Cat! Mayumi, when did you enter a Birdman contest?
今のはさすがに自己記録だったかもしれないのですよ。
If that's your best, you ought to retire. I held my head and waited for my vision to stop swimming. Oh! Yeah, and an unbelievable sight appeared before my eyes. This position. Well, now, this position. Hey, Mayumi, get up already!
ごめん、膝をちょっと打ったみたいで痛みが。
I'm sure everything else hurts too. It was the ultimate trial for a young man. There was no way to tear my gaze away from what she had exposed to me. I don't know whether I've seen something great or terrible.
ちょっと、毒ってどういう意味よ、毒って。女の子がこんな格好して動けないんだから、普通は見てみるふりするもんでしょうが。
Guys, if you were in a position like this, would you pretend you didn't see this? No? I didn't think so either. I don't think normal girls usually fall from stairs onto a boy's chest, though.
急いでまして。
I'd be surprised if YouTube just shows us like, hey, hey! And on top of us, vulgar. Like, wait! It's like, wait, what? Wait, this right here, this picture, really? This is vulgar? Come on now. Mario gave an embarrassed, strange smile. In a hurry. Science lab is upstairs, though.
今日は朝ごはん抜きだったの。
You were going to eat now? You never would have made it. Game over, man.
乙女にとっては授業に遅れるよりも授業中にお腹の虫が鳴る方が大問題なのですよ。
That is true. Nothing worse than having your stomach rumble through class. Don't worry. I think you're way beyond the point where stomach rumble could hurt your pride.
ほほう。
Ho ho. As she smiled tightly, a suspicious light glinted in Mayumi's differently colored eyes.
ねえ、ちんくん。これだけいいもの見せてあげたんだから、見返りはあってしかりよね。
What? Hey, quit it! Don't do my belt! Oh dear.
残念でした。確認するまで当列車をノンストップで参ります。
Is she freaking serious?
乙女のプライドを汚した罪は男のプライドを汚すことで支払っていただくわ。
Well, wait, stop! You're just as wide open to attack right in front of my eyes, you know? All I gotta do is move this one bit of fabric out of my way.
ほら、男と女じゃ見られる重みが違うんだからね。見るんじゃない。目をつぶりなさい。
You're telling me to close my eyes and you're undoing my belt. What the hell? You think I'll let you get away with it because of that? I'll expose you to the whole world!
だったらこっちも晒した挙句に観察記録取って夏休みの
What you're saying here is a 6'9". I don't think anybody can actually put into more words than that.
男の子が起き上がるまでの連続写真なんて間違いなく学園史に残る発表よね。
What? We exchange fighting words. Though it'd be dangerous if either of us made good on our threats, we continue to get them. The thought that I could just get up was nowhere to be found. We were staking our lives on this battle. This is a battle?
謝るなら今のうちよ。
You're the one who body slammed me from the stairs. You apologize.
ねえ、二人とも何してるの？え？
Huh? She had happened upon us. As we both came to our senses, it was clear that we'd been on the brink of a serious disaster.
お医者さんがか？
What? No one would believe that.
ああ、つちみくん、いいところに発見。
Hey. I heard an ominous voice from behind me. I quickly increased my walking speed. We can't run in the hallway, so I moved as fast as I could without breaking that rule. I probably walked as fast as an Olympic race walker. When Mayu talked in a voice like that, it meant she was up to no good. I didn't even want to know what she was scheming. I just wanted to escape. Then in that instant, something zoomed past me at full speed. It was Mayumi. She suddenly stopped and grinned as she blocked my path.
魔王から逃げられない。
Come on, at least play by the same rules. She totally ran in the hall just now.
まあまあ、か弱い女の子の頼みはちゃんと聞くのが男の子ってものなのですよ。
You know, I feel that should be a law in at least 30 of the 50 states we still belong in right now. And yet I'm a Let's Player. Damn it! I gotta listen to those rules too. The completely undelicate girl handed me a notebook. The cleaning duty log?
ほら、今日私日直だったじゃない？それで届けようと思ってなっちゃん探してるんだけど、職員室にいないのよね。
She's probably just on hall duty or something.
それも考えたんだけど、大問題なことがありまして。
Why do I get the feeling that that's suddenly about to become my problem too?
急いで帰らないとアニメの再放送を見逃しちゃうのですよ。
What? You don't have Crunchyroll? Hulu? Good anime? Don't you record them?
2は録画しながら生で見るものよ。CM カットもしたいし。
You mean in this world, VHS and Betamax still exist? You know, I'm glad I live in the digital age. That means I can watch any kind of anime I want to watch any given time I feel like it. That'll get them in DVD form so that I don't have to worry about buffering. That's another good reason why I get DVD box sets. No buffering at all. Maybe a bit of lag, but no buffering. The fact that they were reruns already disqualified her as a true fan. So what you're saying is, you want me to give this to Miss Benny for you?
1を聞いて10を知る。そんなつちみくんが好き。
What Why does this make me... Why does this remind me of... Never mind. Your love is pretty hollow, Mayumi. You can keep it. I'm surprised you even watch anime.
最近のアニメは侮っちゃダメなのですよ。内容よりも設定、娯楽性よりもドロドロとした人間関係。もう見ているだけでツッコミどころ満載。
That sounds so backhanded right now. She does have a point. Some anime is like that. Okay, fine. I've heard enough. I just need to hand it over to her, right? I'm not doing anything else, just so you know. Uh-huh. Mayumi left at a rundown hallway. Her short skirt flew up as she went. Green stripes. She really should be more careful. I sighed and departed on my journey to find Miss Benny. She was easy to find. She just poofed. She just poofed right there. She must still have been underwater because she looked really dizzy. Miss Benny, I have the cleaning duty log here for you. Miss Benny?
ツッチーか。すまんな。少しぼーっとしてた。
You look a little shaky, Miss Benny. Don't you think you should see the school nurse?
残念ながら、養護の先生はもういない。今日ももう終わりだしな。大丈夫だ。終わったらさっさと帰って休むことにする。それで、ツッチーこそどうした？
Mayumi wanted me to give you this.
そうか。わざわざすまんな。それじゃあ、私はこいつを確認したら帰ることにするよ。
She took the log from me and started walking to the stairs that led to the faculty lounge. Moving sluggishly, she slipped. I couldn't believe this was Miss Benny. Miss Benny? I quickly sprang forward to help, and somehow made it in time to break her fall.
すまんな。
I don't know if she feels sorry that she just landed on a student. You can't push yourself anymore, Miss Benny. If you slipped and fell on those stairs, you could really hurt yourself. I don't care what you say, Miss Benny. You've got to see a doctor.
なあ、ツッチー。やっぱりこれはかなり無理があるんじゃないか。
Oh dear. I wonder if she's part of... No, that wouldn't work. With how you're feeling right now, Miss Benny, it would be dangerous for you to go down these steps on your own.
しかしだな。仮にも教師が生徒に背負われるというのも。
Woman, please. That doesn't matter when you're sick. The Vermilion hallways were empty and quiet. I carried Miss Benny on my back as I walked through them. Heading toward the nurse's office, I carried her slowly and as carefully as possible.
いや、今、迷惑だ。
It'd be a lot more inconvenient if you ended up passing out or something. People who are sick have an obligation to let others take care of them. Look like Miss Benny wanted to protest more, but I guess I convinced her for the moment.
すまんな。
She relaxed, letting her full body weight rest on me.
まあ、父。
Yeah?
僕はないか。
You're not heavy at all. If anything, I'd almost say you're lighter than you look, since you're so curvy.
そういうものかな。そんなことはないと思うが。
Sound like the real me would be coming out right now, like. So you're not that heavy. You're lighter than you think you are. Miss Benny replied shyly. As I carried her, I could tell she was definitely an adult. The fragrance from her hair, how she felt pressured into my back. In every way, she was an adult. I'd carried Kaede on my back before, but Miss Benny felt completely different. Yeah, she has tits.
こういった行為は慣れているのか？
By this kind of thing, do you mean carrying people?
いや、誰かに背負われたことなど子供の頃以来なんでな。すまん。私自身が全く慣れていないのでな。どうしても緊張してしまう。
Well, it would be weird if you were used to it, right? I wasn't used to it either. I had carried Kaede before, but it wasn't something I did all the time. I wonder what people would think if they saw Miss Benny and me like this. The thought put a wry grin on my face. We clearly weren't siblings. We couldn't be mother and son. And we didn't look like lovers. We didn't even look like we could be friends. One person carries on another, but you can't tell how they're related. The whole situation seemed really funny. Here we are. We finally made it to the nurse's office. The light was on inside and the door was unlocked. Shall I carry you to the bed?
いや、ここまで運んでもらえれば大丈夫だ。
I nodded, slowly letting her down.
すまんな。手間をかけさせた。
No. Had his perks.
利点？
I couldn't possibly tell her about how she felt on my back, so I just bowed and headed straight for the school doors. Time to head home. I was sure she would be fine. She was Miss Benny after all. I felt safe in assuming she would be back to ardently scolding us tomorrow. We're into Friday. Damn. And you know what? I think now's a good time to actually stop here. So what I am going to do is save. And stop right here. And in the next part, we carry ourselves on to July 16th. So stay tuned, more Shuffle right after this.